So let's start with the 5G standards, right? Okay, so 5G standards, you have probably seen the triangle. The triangle basically lists three things: EMBB on one side, the massive machine type communications on the other side, and the URLLC. So I'm sure while most of you know that what we refer to as 5G is now defined by 3GPP, but up to 4G, what we refer to as 4G was actually a marketing term. So there is something, the requirements which are defined by ITU, right? So the 4G requirements were IMT Advanced. Okay, the 5G requirements are IMT 2020. So ITU defined IMT Advanced for 4G. The 3GPP defined something called LTE and LTE Advanced, but the marketing term was 4G. But because people abuse the term 4G and 3G so much, 3GPP decided that they are going to call the new technology as 5G. So 5G is not just a marketing term, it's also the name of 3GPP standards, right? But the actual standards by ITU is IMT 2020. And rather than focusing just on speeds, it focuses on three things. The enhanced mobile broadband, as in like faster, even faster data rates, the ultra reliable and low latency communication. So not focusing on speeds, but focusing mainly on low latency communications and ultra reliability. Now the interesting thing is there is an and in between. So you can have an ultra reliable network, but which is not low latency, or you can have a low latency network which is not ultra reliable. The standards do not have a view on this thing. And finally, you have the massive machine type communications, which is Internet of Things, but on a much, much, much larger scale. So think about it, your tables, your chairs, everything has got some sensors, and they are all connected to the network. So, so if you're running out of your ink in the pen, somebody could be notified that, oh, you need to replace the pens, or the jug is running out of water, or that chair is about to break. So you can have all these kind of requirements. Of course, it's a very, very ideal scenario, right? And I'm sure that probably will not happen for a long time. But massive machine type communications is when you're talking about 1 million devices per square kilometer. That's actually a lot of devices. Everything will effectively be connected. So these are the latest standards. So